think of Christmas, of course, we think of Santa Claus. Now, I just got my first Christmas gift. Yay! Thank you, Angela Scott. I'm going to play the movie trivia game. That's exciting. So now Santa doesn't have to bring me this. Well, Santa's awfully busy this time of year, but he's managed to stop by. Santa Claus, wonderful to see you today.
Always. I'll never miss getting to see you.
Oh, my goodness, and it's the busiest season of the entire... I mean, you're busy all year at the North Pole getting ready for the big night.
We are.
But
it's getting bigger and better every year.
Well, I know we have more and more kids and more toys. Good heavens, some of the things that our Girl Talk girl Angela was showing us.
Well, she was showing one of the things that's probably my most requested this year, and that's the Sparkle drone. I'm getting a lot of requests for that. Yeah.
I can imagine, but I mean, there's going to be no privacy. I cannot run out to the mail in my bathrobe anymore, right?
Well, that's probably a good idea not to.
But I mean, so you're a lot of technology gifts this year.
A lot of them
people
this year.
Are asking for.
And I ask the kids when they talk about, you know, the drone, what are you going to do with it?
yeah, you watch out with that with kids. So are the elves? I know the elves could make all kinds of things, and they have been for centuries and centuries and centuries, making all kinds of toys for boys and girls that just delight them. But it's changing a little bit that way.
You know, I'm proud of them. They never stop learning. You know, they just get smarter and smarter, and which kind of bothers me sometimes, because I think that time's going to come. You know, as you get older, you don't educate yourself as much, and they are. So, you know, well, they may pass me up someday.
You're pretty timeless. You're going to have them teach you all this technology, because I'm sure that with your sleigh and everything, you've always had magic. I think magic is...
Magic, yes.
You know, we can't explain all the things that Santa Claus does, or how you know, where to go, or where the children are who need Christmas.
Eyes and ears everywhere.
But you find them. You do.
Oh, yes,
you find these children. I love the Polar Express for that very thing. You do find the children. I tell you, that's it's got to be the... Well, how do you phrase the favorite part of your job, Santa?
My favorite part is when I do actually meet children. You know, they're just so bright-eyed and alive, and you know, you really get to experience, you know, some real love, you know, and that's what the season's supposed to be about, you know. It
truly is, and I think children have, you know, they are wonderful and refreshment for us, because the season's about the children, sort of.
It is,
you know,
and their innocence and everything, you know, they come alive, you know.
Oh, they certainly do. So you're ready. There's only 2 more days until the big ride, really.
We're ready. We're ready.
Are you?
And like I say, they're loading as we speak, you know.
Oh, my goodness. So your sleigh's all tuned up and lube and oiled, and...
Rudolph's raring to go.
Oh, good. So, well, I'm sure in some parts of the world this year you will need Rudolph as usual.
That's very true. I noticed it was kind of overcast when we came in here today, so you know it's getting that time.
I know. I'm hoping we're getting snow. You know, I know you see a lot of that at the North Pole, but to us, you know, most of us, snow has a very special part of our lives. Although probably traveling in it isn't all that fun. Well, and the roofs in the snow. Good heavens.
True. Well, you've got the weather for it. You're down to 17 this morning out there, so
it's too cold for snow. Oh my goodness. So I do have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you eat all the cookies and drink all the milk? Because and again, I know you're magic, so you're...
I share them with the elves, and I share them with even the reindeer like them. You know, there's a lot of cookies and milk that come around this time of year. You know,
I imagine.
But I love it, and yeah, I share it with all the.
Well, I can see. Do you have a favorite? Of course, if I say this, then all the kids are going to make sure you have this favorite drink and cookie. But favorite drink and cookie?
Always milk. Always milk.
It is milk. Okay.
Yes,
good.
And
like me, I'm a milkaholic.
Oh yeah,
I guess
love milk. You know, and I don't want that skim type. I want the real.
Oh no, blue milk is not good. We want the one, but it builds your bones, and it's good for kids too.
It is good.
So that's good to know that Santa, you know, drinks that.
Unless they have an allergy to it, they should be drinking real milk.
Right, and there's a lot of cookies now, you know, chocolate chip, and there's snickerdoodles, and there's raisin, oatmeal. I mean, there's so many cookies. Any favorites?
I love the oatmeal. The oatmeal are my favorite. Sugar cookies probably next.
Okay.
You know, chocolate chip, okay, but give me the oatmeal.
Oh man, you're gonna get a lot of oatmeal cookies this year. But I can imagine you eat a few and then you get pretty full, and so you probably just toss them in your bag, take them home to share,
I do, of course.
and eat the rest of the year too. You know, cookies
That's
are
true.
good.
You know, it's cold enough up there; they'll last until I run out. You know, and then
Right.
it's time to come out and get some more.
So what's Mrs. Santa Claus's role in this whole thing?
Well, like any housewife, you know, she runs things. You know, I can only do what she allows me to do. You know?
She must be obeyed even at the North
Well,
Pole.
true.
No
You
kidding.
know, I mean, what would we do? You know, without that guidance. You know, no, really, she's very busy, and like most housewives, you know, they oversee things and.
All right, she's
make sure
keeping
it
all of you
happens.
fed and happy. I mean, the elves and stuff, that's a pretty big job there at the North Pole.
Exactly. It's a big job when you got all those little elves running around.
Yeah, do you get lonesome up there sometimes?
Not really.
No, there's too much to do, probably.
There's so many elves around, you know, there's always something going on, you know.
Right. Do you ever do tours? I mean, sometimes they have movies where they pretend they're at the North Pole taking a tour of the whole workplace and everything. Do you ever do anything like that?
Well, actually, you know, you're apt to see me just about anywhere. Grocery stores, you know, Walmart, Fry's, you know. I'm in disguise, you know. I may be wearing jeans and a plaid shirt, and I'm walking down the aisle. Some lady will say, you know, you look very famous because that kid back there thought you were Santa.
Oh, well, of course, without your outfit.
There you go.
Who would know? Well, what a
But,
wonderful job you do every year. We're so excited you could stop by for a few minutes, and of course, we're really glad you're ready for Christmas for
We're ready.
the big ride that's so
I'm glad
important
she
to
brought
everyone.
you this because,
Oh, good. Now you won't duplicate.
well, that gives me a little more room in the sleigh. Rather
Yes,
good.
indeed it does. Well, my goodness, Santa Claus traveling the world on Christmas Eve, dropping off those toys for all the children of the world.
It's a great job, it's a great life, and I always love coming to see you.
Well, it's wonderful to see you, Santa Claus, and you have a Merry Christmas, too.
I will, and you do. So.
Thank you.
Merry
Well,
Christmas, kids.
Well, Merry Christmas, Santa Claus knows, yes.